To make your screen print steady, you're going to need the following supplies. The image you will be printing, a mesh screen, ink in the 3 primary colors, a squeegee, printing paper, an X-Acto knife, and a piece of mat board. First, you want to take 3 copies of the image that you're going to be printing. Use the X-Acto knife to cut out the silhouette of your image or the outline of your image. Be sure to cut through the paper very carefully, not injuring your hand, and also making sure that you have nice clean cuts. You're going to save not the black part, but the white part. Once you're done cutting out the first one, you're going to repeat the process for your other 2 silhouettes. Next, you're going to use masking tape to attach your stencil to the screen. You want to attach your stencil to the top of the screen, the side of the screen that is flush with the frame. You're going to attach the stencil in the opposite direction that you want it to be printed. So you need to flip the stencil over, attach it on all 4 sides, and then you're going to use clear masking tape or clear packaging tape to secure all 4 seams of your screen so that no ink leaks out the sides. Make sure that the tape is tightly fit to the sides of the screen. Now you're ready to print your first color. Take your piece of paper, find the center of your paper, and set your screen so that the image is going to be right in the center of the paper. The first color you'll print is yellow. You want to take your yellow ink using a popsicle stick and dab some of the yellow ink across the top of the image. Once you've gotten your yellow ink across the top, you're going to take your squeegee and you're going to hold the side of your frame tightly, and using not too much speed and not too slow of a speed, pull the ink across your silhouette or your stencil to print your image. Carefully remove the screen from the paper and you will see that your image has been printed. Next, you need to head over to the sink, remove your stencil and the blue tape, throw it away, and then wash your screen. Be sure to keep the clear packaging tape on the inside part of the screen because you will still need that to make your other 2 prints. Make sure that you dry your screen as much as you possibly can. You don't want to have a wet screen when you print your next color. It'll smear the color. You also want to wash and dry your squeegee well. Now you're going to attach your second stencil to your screen. You're going to repeat the exact same process. Make sure that you have your stencil attached in the correct direction. You want to flip the stencil over so that you're attaching it to the screen in the opposite direction that you would like it printed. Attach it on all 4 sides with the masking tape. Make sure that when you put your stencil on your screen that the open part of the stencil is in the open part of the mesh. It should not be where any of that clear masking tape is blocking the screen on the other side. Once your screen is attached, you're ready to print your second color, which will be the color blue. Take your piece of paper. You want to cover most of your first print. The yellow ink, you want to take a piece of newsprint and cover about 3/4 of where that was printed so that when you print your second color, you're not going to be smearing the ink if it's not quite dry. I'm placing my stencil so that it's just slightly overlapping my first stencil on the left-hand side, and now we're ready to print the color red. You're going to repeat the same process of dabbing the red ink across the top of your stencil. Hold your stencil tight or your frame tight, and then quickly, but not too quickly, pull the ink using a good amount of pressure with your squeegee. Carefully remove the screen from your paper to see your second color, red. Now you're going to need to head back over to the sink, wash your stencil, make sure that you are drying it. Once you're done with that, you're going to print your third color, blue. Again, make sure that you've attached the stencil facing the correct direction so that it prints in the direction that you would like. Tape on all 4 sides, and then take your piece of paper, take another piece of newsprint, and this time you're going to cover both the red and most of the yellow stencil that you printed first. Place your screen so that it is just slightly overlapping the yellow stencil on the edge. And then you're going to use blue ink to print your final stencil. Once you've printed your blue, carefully remove your newsprint and see your finished print. This last time when you head over to the sink, you want to make sure that you remove all the tape from both sides of your screen. So be sure to remove the clear packaging tape in addition to the masking tape. Also, use some soap on your sponge as you're washing your screen the final time to make sure that you're getting your screen and your squeegee completely clean. Once you're done rinsing your screen, make sure that you dry it really well. Dry your squeegee, and then make sure that you put away all the supplies and clean your table as well.